At the end of this week's Parsha, Moshe summons the Jewish people. It's the end of his life. It's the end of the 40 years of wandering in the wilderness. And he tells them that God has not given you a heart to understand, eyes to see, or ears to hear until this day, at the end of the 40 years. He's telling them that the 40-year wandering wasn't just a punishment or consequence for the sin of the spies. It was preparation, necessary preparation before they enter the promised land where they're going, hopefully, to observe God's commands. I want to share with you a story about preparation. I was heading back from a wedding a few nights ago, and I missed my exit off of the highway. An exit that I've taken hundreds and hundreds of times, never missed. Very strange. And so I'm working my way back, take the next exit. I got to make a U-turn to head back the right way, get off the exit. I make a left. I'm going to make another left to start heading back the other way. And I see something about half a block away. And I can't help myself. Curiosity gets the better of me. So instead of making my left to head back home, I drive that extra half block. And when I arrive, I can't believe what I'm seeing. It is the most spectacular, spooktacular Halloween display I have ever seen at an individual home. Fellow lives on a corner, and he's got his entire front and side yards filled with coffins and skeletons and goblins and ghouls and witches straight out of Disney. Unbelievable. I stop, I take some pictures, and I head back home. The next day I did a little deep dive on Google, retraced my steps on Google Maps, figured out exactly where I was, and then searched for that street in that city and put in Halloween display. And sure enough, this guy's pretty well known in his area for staging this elaborate Halloween display every year. He spends months working on it, setting it up. He's got a friend who helps him, and then when the big day comes and Halloween itself, he's got a team of volunteers. Some are security and some are in costumes with fake chainsaws to scare all the people that show up. He spends an enormous amount of time planning this. Hey, he's got it up already. It's only August. Halloween's in October. And then I started thinking, you never know why God does anything. Only he knows. But it is a useful exercise to think, particularly when something unusual happens to you, what can I learn from this? How can I get better? What lesson can I tease out of that experience? So I was thinking, maybe it's the following. This fellow lies awake at night for months, trying to figure out, how can I fit another skeleton or witch or goblin on my front or side lawn? Why? Because Halloween is coming. Whoop-dee-doo. Am I lying awake at night when Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are coming, thinking, how can I be better? How can I do better? Regretting the things I've done wrong, showing the proper remorse, resolving not to repeat them? Have I ever once, for any holiday, put in the amount of time and effort and expense and thought that this guy put in to Halloween, let alone for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, where God's going to write a number next to my name representing the amount of money that I'm going to make to support my family and the causes that I support for the coming year? He's going to decide whether I and my loved ones live another year. And if we do live, to what degree we'll be healthy? Why am I not lying awake at night, planning and planning and planning, strategizing like this fellow does? What a wake-up call. What a great lesson for me and hopefully for all of us. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are around the corner, but they're not here yet. There is still time to plan, time to prepare. Let's get ready together.